What is up, guys? What is up? Today's gonna be a quick video of just some show and tell items. So the ASMR is mainly gonna be my voice. We will do a little bit of ASMR though as well. But yeah. I never recorded the second video for yesterday, so I'm doing that today. And I'm also gonna record the next video tonight. I will have to record that one because I have to go back to work tomorrow, so I won't make it back in the time frame. So we are doing 2 videos tonight to make up for it. So yeah, but I've been gaming again. I'm really excited. I think I was telling y'all last video about how I bought the Batman DLC for Arkham Knight. I'd never played through. As of right now, I've played through 3 of those 4 DLC missions. Just got done with the 3rd one. And I cannot believe some of the choices you get to make. Like, it's crazy to me. But yeah. So first thing I have here is these little carabiners. That's what they're called. They're carabiners. And I bought these because I got to thinking about it the other day, and my keys have relatively stayed the same since I got them. And so I have like these big carabiners, which is like the clip, you know, the clip everybody has, clip. I had that, and it's so faded now, it's green, and I've had the same set for like years now that have just rotated through different colors. And I'd had these before, but I remember I took them off because like my keys kept falling off and I did not want to lose them. But I think they've been redone and they're better now. And also it may have just been a user error. Maybe I wasn't using them right. So I have 2 of these, which is kind of funny. I don't know if you can tell how drastically small these are, but they were $5. And I tried to get the ones I had before, and it was like a decent size, you know, a normal size. And they came in 2 now, and I was like, okay, so I'll get those. And I got them, and they are like the smallest thing I've ever seen. My key is actually bigger than this. But yeah, so this one thing I bought recently. I've yet to put these on my keys. I'm getting ready to. Also something else I'm gonna add to my keys is I got these new earbuds. They're JLab earbuds, JLab Mini, and they're so small that they're able to go on your keys. So they'll be going on these. And they have like 5.5 hours of battery. So not as good as my AirPods, but they're still gonna have decent battery. So yeah. But these came out a couple years ago, and like I said, I got one a couple years ago, but we're gonna try them again. Speaking of AirPods, which is the next thing I'm gonna be showing y'all. You're probably like, why are you showing us AirPods? What's so cool about AirPods? So the whole thing and the whole reason I'm showing you AirPods is because I had mentioned I'm getting another set of earbuds. The reason I'm getting those other set of earbuds is not due to these, but now due to these, I'm gonna need a second pair. So what had happened was I use these every day constantly. They stay in my pocket, so I guess heat and all that over time, moisture. Not really moisture, but you know what I mean when you like kind of like air, or not air, but heat turns into like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to describe it. But I know they don't make that much of a sound, but I'm just trying to give you a visual as well as while I talk. And also I had to be really careful with these, and the reason is because, like I said, I was thinking about the other day, And I was like, man, I've had these like 3 or 4 years. These have been really good earbuds. Well, little did I know, I should not have said that now. Because I got to looking the other day, and the whole top capsule of this AirPod case is coming off, as you can see. And it's only gotten worse to the point now where it's absolutely barely holding on. You can see the glue right there, that black strip. It's barely holding on. And what's so bad is the design is attached to the metal hinge right there, you see. So as soon as that metal hinge breaks off, the whole top is going to break off. So I was like, man, these are some really good AirPods. I've had these like 4 or 5 years. I wonder if these are going to be like a phone. Little did I know, about 2 or 3 days later, I would have to think about replacing these. So these are my best earbuds I have. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford another pair or what I'm going to do, but I do know the ones I have aren't going to be as reliable. The ones I'm getting aren't going to be as reliable. I mean, they're going to be good earbuds, don't get me wrong, but they're not going to be as sturdiest as these, because I don't know if sturdiest is the right word, like not as in build, but as in longevity and stuff, because longevity is like longevity included, I guess you could say. They only last 5.5 plus each earbud, and these last 8. And I don't know if that's even true, because I've definitely got more than 8 hours out of these. What I'll do is I'll use one side, and then I'll use the other side when the other side dies. But like, I can go like 2 days without having to charge my AirPods, or at least not having to charge them during the time I normally use them. So, but yeah, I may have to look into getting some new AirPods. I do have some other earbuds lying around. I may like see if I want to use those, or if I can use those, you know what I mean? But yeah, not happy about that. Other thing I want to show you is this amp I have. This is a amp for my phone, because I still use wired headphones besides earbuds, and the only time I use earbuds is when I'm outside the house. I am a wired headphone user. Absolutely love headphones. Earbuds hurt my ear, certain ones. AirPods don't though, so it's unfortunate. But as you can see, I've closed the case, and the case doesn't even want to stay closed anymore. It's harder to see on camera, but what this is it's a amp, and it rewires my headphones to my phone through my charging socket. And I used to use this. I have the other one here. I used to use this for one of my microphones. This one's actually longer. I used to use this for one of my microphones, not the really crappy one that won't allow me to record audio, but the other one that I started my channel with. I started it with this, and I tried to use the other microphone a couple of days ago, and it would not work with this. So I'm not sure what the difference is, what differences they made, but yeah, so I gotta figure it out to use that microphone again. I may have to buy a different brand. I don't know, maybe buy a different little microphone like I had, because it does come in handy sometimes. But you know, so. But I did plug it in with my headphones to see if it did work with my headphones, and it did in fact work with my headphones. So I don't know why it's not working with the mic. I don't know if the socket's not deep enough, if it's too deep, I'm unsure. But yeah, like I said, guys, just wanted to show and tell y'all a little bit of things today. Explain to you why I haven't been using external mics, because like I said, that one is messed up and that one doesn't work with that. So I'm going to have to figure out what the problem is with that. And another reason I'm not using external mics as well is because I bought this little like adapter off of Amazon to allow it to work, because you got to have like a triple like cord for it, or switcher. So you got to have the part that goes into the phone, you got to have the block that allows the conversion, and then you got to have the straight cord to your device. So the little thing I bought off Amazon was like $10, right? And I like I trust a lot of companies. Like I'm not afraid to buy from, like, you have your like known brands, like big known brands, and you have your your brands that are not as popular but are still good, or you know what I'm trying to say. And so, like, the brand I got of these adapters are really good, but they're not like a big name brand, but they slowly are becoming a bigger brand. And so like I bought the adapter off of Amazon because I didn't want to buy the one off of Apple. So one that is like on the Apple website is like $40. But where I have a brand new phone, like a completely brand new phone, I don't want to use that cable because, I don't want it to like damage my phone in any way, and I want to use an officially licensed Apple product for this phone because, like I said, it's brand new. So that's another reason I haven't been using external microphones. And yeah. But like I said, I did buy a Blue Yeti earlier this year. When it came and was delivered, it was broke. And I was so upset about that. I was so mad about that. And it was a very annoying process of returning it. And I've kind of been thrown off of buying one since. But I probably will invest in another one later on. Like, it'll be soon, but not too soon, because there's some other things I have to work out before I'm able to purchase one again. But yeah, that's the video for today, guys. I'm going to be recording another one in a couple hours for you all for Monday's upload. So like I said, I will be at work. Also, I do change clothes. I just have multiple clothes of the same color. So yeah, if you're wondering why I've been wearing the same shirt in the last 3 videos, that is why, because I've been wearing different shirts. They're just all the same color. But yeah, hope y'all like the video. I will see y'all in the next video.